Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode. I am recording, right? Yeah. I'm not talking to myself. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of DDLC Relapse. You guys might be seeing a lot more DDLC mods on the channel a lot recently, only for the fact that, like I previously said before, look at this. I have. Wait, hold on. I have 10 more, cause I'm not counting the one I'm doing right now. Well, I mean, I did use this one. I completed this one. Hold on. I did use some of this one. I need to probably finish the last 6 minutes of it. But I think after that, all these other ones, I've. This is it after. Yeah, after this one, I after this one and the other and the after these two, I'm going to complete new territory. This one, it's an unknown demo only for the fact that I forgot where from which one I installed it from, and I forgot. So, yeah. And then when I pull this up, it pulls up the normal thing up here instead of relapse. It would because it usually says Doki Doki and then the mod, or sometimes like I did the one with bad, the in the hood is just said in the hood or Doki Doki in the hood, whichever one it was. So DDLC is full of mods. I'm choosing the ones that look at least half decent. There's a chapter one, and you wanna know something? The first chapter is 4 hours, like the full game. It says. So, guys, without any further ado, let's continue. All right. So, in the last episode, I actually, no, sorry, 2 episodes before we stopped it, where Yuri was cutting, and we got hella panicky. We we were going to Suki. Yuri and Suki were going to have dinner together, right? And on our way there, we got called ugly or something, and Nisuki went, and we went fucking blackout status, and boy, was I not expecting that at all. So yeah, here we are. We're going to be, and then we got back. We had the dream, the confirmation with this person right here, and yeah. Oh, also we also looked at Monica's perspective again in another dream, and yeah. So hopefully we figured it all out. And so here we go again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then we got the dream from the question mark guy getting more intel, and then we had this weird freaking dream where we had the alarm clock on fire, and then yeah, we're back here. We we awoke. I ended it, and then now we're here. I wonder how many people dream about different. I mean, 6, 7, 48. As many people that who hate their alarm clock. I climb out of bed and pick up a clean uniform from my closet. Wait. Can you just like get like multiple uniforms? Like usually a lot of uniforms, they're like you must have one a day. So like you gotta like wear it. Go go to school. Then once you leave school, put everything in the washer and dryer, and then I don't even know. On my way out of my bedroom, I glanced at my alarm clock one more time. The fuck. Nothing happens. Of course, nothing happens, and you're talking about some fucking Amastruz, Amastruz, or Sue. I don't even know. Damn. Were you expecting it to catch on fire? That's my okay. Well, Even though I don't possess the the Sharingan, the the Sharingan, the Sharingan, again. I don't even know. I'm still in a good mood and hope Yuri with Cutting Monica is happy to hang out with me. Renisuke's mood is still a talent of mine, and then of course there's Sayori. Now that her depression is on the table, I finally feel like I can. Oh, hey, what's happening? Try guys sing again. Come on. Ow, shit. I feel this thing in my left eyebrow as I pick myself up to the floor. This is followed by something warm running down my face as I strain up. Dreaming has a small puddle of blood beneath me. It's safe to assume I bust my head open. I hope this isn't Chris's blood. What? That dumb joke does little to ease the pain, but does manage to bring a smile to my face. Maybe my stupidity really is the only thing keeping me sane. Maybe. I tried tapping the wound on my head with my index finger to see how big it is, but it's just causes it to sting more. I guess I should use the mirror instead. That would have been my first thing, like, well, what would have been like, am I okay? Yes? Alright, mirror. The fuck? I use this thing as a support as I slowly stand up. It appears that I cut open the skin just above my eyebrow. Luckily, it doesn't look like the cut is super deep. Unluckily, it doesn't stop it from continuing to bleed. I turn on the faucet and splash some water on my face to get the blood off, and then grab a few tissues and press them against the cut to stop the bleeding. Once I have pressed on the wound, I begin going through the cabinets to find rubbing alcohol. This could be, yeah, it is. This could be a bitch, alright. Actually, no. It wasn't, fuck, I don't know what the hell it was called, but, when I was younger, it used to be, it wasn't rubbing alcohol, but it was something else, and, like, a lot of people said that it was gonna sting, but honestly, it felt good. It didn't really sting, even though it was filling the open cuts, and then because it was like all foamy and stuff, but then like after it cleaned like all the dirt and stuff off, it turned like white, and then you just blow on it, and then you're good. I forgot what it was, but that stuff felt great, and it was a worker. Okay, and people said it stung. It felt good. All right. Anyways, I pour some rubbing alcohol on a rag and take a deep breath. I'm not gonna scream it because something's working in there, and it's really the beginning of the day, and I don't feel like getting fucking yelled at. Ah, shit. Okay. Hopefully, one of the two don't come breaking down my door. If I don't, well, because it was kind of loud at the same time. Okay. Anyways, hold on. How loud is it? Because it's pretty loud for me. How loud is it for you guys? Okay, not that loud. Turn down a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, no, that was a bad idea. Right there. I, if I didn't know any better, I would think that I just squeeze salty lemon juice into my blood. Oh. Once the burning has subsided some, I grab fresh tissue to press against my brow. My head becomes clearer once the pain starts to dwindle. Why the hell did I just pass out? I didn't forget to eat dinner. I slept like a baby last night. I was even stressed out this morning. In fact, it was quite the opposite. I sure. I think I think they meant, but I'm sure. No, wait, no, it is I sure have been getting hurt a lot lately. Maybe yours comes just worn off on me too. I mean, wait, worn? I thought you, wait, worn or rubbed? Worn off? Oh, No, because if worn off, it wouldn't be a thing anymore. You wouldn't have had it. No? Okay. I know for certain that this wasn't caused by the clumsiness, but I play it down anyways. Oh, speaking of Sayori, I still have to get ready for breakfast. I wonder how long I passed. Huh? Knocking sound. The knocking sound definitely came from downstairs. Damn, is that her? I peel away the tissue from my face and toss them into the trash can. Maybe she won't notice. I tell myself this as I make my way out of the bathroom. Come on, just don't draw any attention to it. Sayori can be oblivious. It'll be fine. And she noticed. I need like a soundboard with like some sounds, cause of this. Oh wait, right here. Just like hit a button, then you hear the. But whatever. Jeez, hold on. Water. Where's down to the closed one? Oh, you don't pull. Come here. That is stuck my throat. Hi, Fire Skimmer. What happened to your face? Damn, my throat. All right. I'm gonna really need bad for this coming up stuff because I can't. He's usually busy on work, and by 10:30 in the morning, he's doing school. So, hmm. Sorry. There. All right. Anyway, before I continue, actually, if you actually, if I actually think about it, I don't think Bat uploaded it in a long time. Hold on, channels. I don't care about my subscriptions. I want to know. Here it is, feature channel. Bad. 2 weeks ago, huh? Feels like it was longer than 2 weeks ago. Hold on. Anyways, I looked today, right? Because I look almost every day, and whatever we're doing good, okay? Because I was at 111, right? Before, at the beginning of my last stream, right? And now we're back up to 113, okay? Alright. Let's try to not have my voice in 20 million pieces by the end of the recording. Hopefully it's not another 2 hours off my voice. Jeez, I can't get. What happened to your face? There we go. It's got to be that for today until I can get the voice back. I don't know, like why it's not as good. Well, that could have gone better. Yeah, the voice acting and stuff. Oh, this? It's nothing. I just tripped this morning. First gonna see that looks bad. Are you sure you're okay? What was that okay? Oh, wow. I have the urge to poke her forehead worrying but I don't think it would help in this instant. I'm right, I promise. I washed it off and put some rubbing alcohol on it. Are you sure? I can take a look at it if you want it. Thanks, sir. I appreciate the gesture, but I also remember wanting to play doctor when we were kids. You just hit me me in the knee with stuff. Okay. Um, I can just imagine. Cause yeah, I remember when I was younger, like a year or two ago, or even 5 years at the. Nah, not even 5 years ago. Two to two to 2 to 7 years ago. Just around that time frame, because the doctors like hit your knee with a little hammer, and and when they were younger, they already used to do it to the MC's knee. I can just imagine. It's the little thing. It turns into a fist, a rock, a pebble. Then it gets into the more extreme stuff: glass, paint, like a glass pane shards, cars, trucks. Uh, okay. Destruction as always. you would have to, you would have to remember that, wouldn't you? Nah, I'm only joking. I promise I'll let you know if I need any help with it. All right. Okay. And I promise I won't hit you in the knee this time. I'm glad to hear it. But for right now, I gotta get ready for school. I bought more bacon yesterday for us to eat, so you can get started. So you can get started on that if you want it. Bacon. Well, that certainly seems big for my mouth. Think yes, bacon. Actually, that sounds good. Damn it! That's why I always eat breakfast before I start these videos, because they talking about some bacon. I want some bacon. Some bacon. Oh my gosh. Some bacon, pancakes, eggs, or just like breakfast burrito, but like the burrito's like a pancake. Or not even that. Just have them like an actual burrito. Then put up the bacon, the sausage, the eggs and the pancakes, and then just mix it all, put it in the thing. Oh, that sounds good right now. Damn it, game. Hold on, did I even read that part? Hold on. Once I get done, I'll come up and... No, okay. Once I get done, I'll come down and whip up some pancakes to go with it. Are you up for the task? Yes, sir. Sarah proceeds to make her way into the kitchen as I head back upstairs. I quickly begin to... I mean, technically, good, but if she just stays in the kitchen, once you get upstairs, like, have like a hamper, like right outside your room, and I think, and like, only if it's like, and only if it's like across your bathroom, just, I even know, just start off with the, like, let's say you wear a shirt and pajamas to bed, just start with that, and then just toss them in your hamper. If you're going to go wash them, or just toss them on the bed, or by the bed, or probably just leave your door open. If you come back in the door, just toss them, and then, I don't know. I almost go to step into the shower. I almost step in a small puddle of blood on the floor. I grab some more tissue paper and quickly wipe it up. After taking the fastest shower in human history, I dry off and begin to put on my uniform. I feel some slight paranoia at the fact that Sayori basically had free roam over my house for the last week. Jeez, it's not like there's anything for her to find. You might notice the painkillers I left on the counter, but given my situation, it probably seems reasonable. Guys, please do not think this in any other way. I have to. Hey Google, What is the fastest time of taking a shower in history? Okay, you don't have to. 33.18 seconds, huh? You set world record to celebrate record setter world record day. Wait, what? Okay. Guys, don't don't think anything about it, please. That's just curiosity for me, okay? 33 seconds. When you want to enjoy the well, actually warm or cold depending on what type of shower you take. You take a warm shower, then when you like the warm water just raining down on you, or if you prefer cold showers, vice versa, same thing, or cold water. It doesn't matter, all right. I'm just saying. Personally, me, I wouldn't take 33 seconds. I like the warm water raining down. I know, kind of makes me feel calm, if that makes sense. Okay, now for sure, moving on. All right. Once I'm dressed to Once I'm dressed to impress, I use the bathroom. I can already smell the bacon cooking as I'm going down the stairs. When I enter the kitchen, I see Sayora in deep focus standing over a skillet. For some reason, it brings to mind a scene from those old black and white sitcoms where a husband would kiss his wife as she was cooking the family breakfast. My face begins to heat up. That's why you don't think about it. That's why you either do it or you don't do it. 10 out of 10 strategy or reason. Golf clap. That was fast. Oh yeah. I've I've already been told it's rude to keep the lady waiting. Oh, I guys, please correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't for a split second after I saw that part, didn't I just pull? Didn't she just a possessed Natsuki with all her assets missing? Yes, no, maybe so. Anyways, it scared me because that's the first time I've seen it. Because half the time, hold on. No, those are just regular eyes. Hold on. I'll save it here, but and then I'll probably write this save at the end. But alright. Anyways, before it turns, because I don't think I have auto on, the eyes would disappear for one scene. For the other scene, it creates black pixels, as you may or may not have usually seen in the first run of the normal video, of the normal version, because it seems like black like squares, like to formulate around the eyes, and then like the realistic mouth stretching stretching open, and it's kind of like stretched into like a smile type of thing, and like it, it's like realistic and like it moves and stuff. It would have been great to have like voice acting. That would I would pay for that, like, personally. Okay, I know Monica plays the freaking last song, but it would be great for voice acting, so I don't have to do it. So my voice can stay. I wouldn't say perfect, but so my voice would stay with me till I'm 98. I mean, think. Anyways, besides the point. I just now put the bacon in the skillet so you don't miss too much. Sounds good. It will give me time to make my world famous quotes, so they might not be world famous, but yeah. Pancakes. I can't wait. It doesn't. It doesn't occur to me until after I said it. But this was. Wait, what? This doesn't occur to me until after I said this that I've only ever made. Wait, hold on. I've only ever made pancakes once. Accidentally. Accidentally, really? 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 Is that how we're gonna play it? Accidentally. Alright, anyways. They're going to come down. They're going to come open my door and throw a book at me. I was in the mood for waffles that day anyway. I ignored the worry as I pulled out the pancake mix, and spatula, and another skillet. Once I had everything in order, I scooched. Oh, okay. I scooched up to. Oh my gosh! I scooched up next to Sayori. Inflict another. Inflict on another stove. Geez, I can't speak. Excuse me, miss. But is this spot taken? And I thought it was slowly going to go. Turn the music. No, okay. Well, there is this guy I was waiting for, but I guess you can stand there until he shows up. Thank you kindly. I'll try to be good company. This won't take much. The guy I'm waiting for is pretty big meaty. Oh, is that so? Mm-hmm. He always makes me cook for him. Whenever I try to be nice, he pokes me in the head. Pokes you in the head? You mean like this? Okay, well. Yeah, just like that. Hold on. Who's up? What the heck? Is it F? Hold on. I want to make sure it's F2. I'm hearing something in the background for me, so that's why. Hold on. Come on. F. We are at an F2, right? Yes. ZF2. I will be right back. Alright, guys. I'm back. I was looking through something. Hold on. I don't want to show it. I was searching for something on my thing and also made a poll on Discord. So yeah. Without further ado, let's get back to our regular daily schedule. What should happen? Hold on. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure if you didn't worry so much about him, you wouldn't get poked. I've heard tales of people transforming into fruit. He said something similar, but I can't help but worry so much, you know? I care about him a lot. Say what? Can't get comfortable in your chair. I'm not sitting on the floor. Bogus. Damn it, guys. Well, I got me something that could work. As long as they don't make much noise or spill over anyone. Change that right there. Back. Hold on. I never actually tested it from from my bed. So go this way and towards the bed. Alright, that means actually that's as low as it can go, so I just hope it works. Alright. No, it doesn't work. I'm barely sitting on the edge of my string of my headphones won't work. Right, hold on. What if alright, this is fine. Untangle the wire here. There you go. Room. And get you closer. it back down, and the floor we go. Let's go. Oh, whoops. I don't know what the hell I did. Okay. Ow. Alright. Let's lower the screen some. The whole mic down. Hey. Alright. There, see that. Now that works. Let's actually move my things so I can move my foot. Right, there we go. Hold on, guys. Aha, the lap. The lap. We're actually the lake, but whatever. Well, he's lucky to have someone as caring as you. And I'm sure he doesn't want you to worry so much because he cares about your happiness. Wait, sorry. Fire skimmer Z. The moment is ruined by the smell of something burning. Dang! I flipped the pancake over to see one side is charred. Wait, what? Charred? What is charred? Charred? Hold on. No one cares. Just go. No. Burned or blackened? Huh? I need to say burned in the first place because I am not that high of an IQ, okay? Alright, set back my lap. Wait, hold on. Aha! I guess this one is mine, huh? Doesn't look like so world famous to me. As long as it's not on fire. I should say, or a knowing look. Meanie. We continue to make playful banter as we cook. Once everything is said and done, we are left with 4 pancakes and several pieces of bacon. Yeah, I'll give Sayori the four. Actually, no, I'll give Sayori 3 pieces of a pancake, and then I guess 6 or 7 pieces of bacon. And then I take the rest of 73 and freaking pancake. I felt like the 2 plates and slide 2 pancakes on to one before handing it to Sayori. Start with an excessive yawning. I don't know. Once we both have stacked plates, we take a seat in the kitchen table. Wait, what? In the kitchen table? Shit. Take a seat at the kitchen table. Yes, she reclaims her seat next to me as we both begin to eat. At the corner of my eye, I can see her sneaking glances at me as we do. I can't think bad of it, however, because I find myself doing the same to her occasionally. Phew. That was some pretty good eating. Sayori, please help me on this one. Why? Just why? Why do I do this? Why do I have a mind? Why do I have a brain? Why do I have things? Alright guys, I'm back. We'll manage to clear all the food on our plate. We expect for the charcoal pancake. Well, except for the charcoal pancake. Those pancakes were really good, Ice Gamers. They went well with the bacon too. Thanks. I guess I just got lucky. But it was really your bacon that once again stole the show. Ooh, I wonder if there's ways to combine them. No. Baking. I will drop down on one knee and propose to Taylor on the day she makes cupcakes. What are you gonna do? Cook the. Alright, alright, alright. So, guys, this is how it goes down. You chop up the raw bacon, right? You chop it up evenly. You like swipe it down. Like, alright. So, like, let's say you're using like a little wooden thing, right? Right, and chop it with a knife. You use the knife just like the professional cooks. Just swipe it all down into the pancake mix, and then go ahead and stir it up well. Mix up so all the chunks get into different spots. Then you pour it. Then you pour it onto the skillet. Watch over it to make sure not the bacon nor the pancake gets burned. Flip it as well, like you do with normal pancake, and then whenever you get it done, you put it on the plate. There you go, bacon pancakes, guys. Try it if you want. Tell me how it goes, please, because I don't have enough patience. That is for bacon nor pancake. So, I mean, I have the patience for like 3 minutes. So like I can get like bacon microwave and turkey bacon. It's like really good because pork's not on the house, so turkey bacon is really good. It's tossed into the microwave a minute or two. Sorry, I'm getting like so in depth in the bake. See, just bacon's good. All right, guys, let's continue before we extend this conversations. All right, yeah, I'm sure that President and Vice President could find a way to make it work. Hey Google, bacon pancakes. If you fail to hit bacon pancakes, I'm going to be very, very upset. Well, man, put the mic up a bit. Hey Google, bacon pancakes. Google, you're one slut and a half. Now, hey Google, bacon pancakes. Adventure Time, really? I mean, that's an old ass show. Guys, don't. Oh my god, no. No. You. Some. don't look like. It looks like they made the bacon and the pancakes already. They opened up the pancake on one side. They shove the bacon in there, then they close the bit, and then they just like reseal it with some. No, I'm just kidding. They reseal it with fluid. No, but no, but no, but no. It looks like they leave the crack open. So they open the shit. They put the bacon in. They close the shit, and then like leaves like a little bit open. So like looks like they cook the bacon inside the pan. That's that's insane. Okay, like I would, I would chop off the bacon. Then there wouldn't be no fucking bacon. You chop up the bacon into pieces. You slide that shit into the mixer. You mix it. You like toss into the skillet. Also make sure the bowl goes into the skillet as well, so you can get the whole thing in there. I don't. I don't even know anymore. All right. Anyways. Okay. 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 What? Okay. Whew. I'm sure the president and vice president can find a way to make it work. Though we might need to ask the CQ for advice to prevent any unwanted fires. Yeah. Speaking speaking of Nasuki, I wondered if she'd be interested in joining our club. She doesn't live that far from here. Well, yeah, that is true. That's a really good idea, actually. Now that my plan to systematically spend time with every girl separately has fallen apart, spending time with her. Wait, what? Spending any time with her at all could be good, especially if she doesn't have a chance to eat much at home. I feel my jaw clench as I think about this. Okay, well, okay, well, if that's the case, hold on, guys, give me a second. I just got a message, and I gotta go get something real quick. Hold on, and we are paused. All right, I'm back. But quick question: you guys get that like one feeling like everything is completely silent, then the minute you put the headphones on, whatever you're listening to starts playing again? Because that's what it just felt like to me. I had the headphones off, and it sounded completely silent, nothing. And the minute I put them on, because halfway through, you should be hearing it by the time you hold it, like so. Like so. I don't even have the count on. When you have it in your hand, you should barely hear it. And then as you're putting it to your ears, you should start hearing it louder. I never heard it at all until I had the. Okay, wait. Hold on. Let it lower. Okay, no. Okay, what? But once you have the headphones on, like once it hit hits your ears, then it starts. I don't get it. Okay. Oops. Uh, that's what really does hurt. Okay. What's that? Oh, sorry. I was just making some ex, executive decisions is all, which is how I come up with the conclusion that asking Nasuki to join us is a great idea. Yay! Here, I'll text her and ask her if she. Wait, what? Oh, my bad. Here, I'll text her and ask if she's left her house yet. Sarah proceeds to quick draw her phone out of her bag. Ah. My muscles tense up as I hear her scream. What's that? We're running late. I grin a little as my blood pressure returns to normal. I guess that's a sign that we should get going, huh? Fiore immediately begins to frantically gather her things. Her things, not our, her things. While she's doing so, I pull out my phone and see that we are actually running pretty late. First period started 10 minutes. tell me about it. I would. Alright, that should solve the problem. Also, if he can pay 50, me spending $5 for something that small, shouldn't matter. Fuck. Come on. Sure, it started 10 minutes ago, though I can't say I wouldn't rather spend time with it. I mean, whatever you decide. Watching her clumsily fall over herself as she gets ready to go make my face for hot. Okay. I calmly toss the place into the sink as Sayori bolts to the front door. Come on, Slowpoke, I'm coming. I'll scoop up my bag and we both head out. Alright. Practically drags me. She practically dragged me across the sidewalk on our trip to school. By this point, she probably noticed the fact that I'm not in any hurry. I prefer to just walk there with you. Hey, rescue receipt! Quick, dragging your feet. We're gonna be late if we don't hurry. Aren't we already late? Well, yeah. But we're gonna be more late if you don't pick up the pace. More late, huh? And here I was thinking you were in a literature club. I smirked at her as she realizes what she said. Now's the time for that. Now's the time for getting to school. No. Sarah grabs me by the elbow once again and pulls me along. You can scold my verbality when we're back in the club. Like half my clicks are not registering. This would suck if this was Minecraft. Half your like every other click. So the head started going all ape shit. We fell, and then the moment I came back because I was out, I came back. Every other click is not registering. I think it's because it's on uneven surface. I'm not sure. Damn, looks like she got me with that one. Yep. Wait, what? Hold on. Now, stop teleporting. It looks like one of us should stick to focusing on breakfast. What? I watched Sayori slip on the sidewalk and begins to fall forward. It quickly occurs to me that she has a firm grip on my arm. As I begin falling with her, I manage to channel my inner action hero and pull her towards me. Ow. My back hurts from the impact on the ground, and my chest hurts from the impact of Sayori. Are you alright? Rescue see. How did you get here? Well, the concrete looks pretty soft. I didn't want you on. Sure. I ignore the pain as I smile. You're so silly. We both just lay on the sidewalk. I don't even notice the pain anymore. All I can feel is my heart racing. I want... What? Before I had time to think... Oh! Sarah leans in to kiss. Okay. every ounce of blood, bone, and marrow is screaming at me to get. I want to, but I can't. Wait, what? Not when she doesn't know about what happened between. It wouldn't hurt, but so will not. Instead of leaning in to return the kiss, I just lie there with my eyes averted. See, this is your problem, Mr. MC, Virus Gamer Z, person thing. Where the fuck you are. It doesn't matter. You're just. You wanna hurt my brain so fucking much. See, the other time, last episode when you went to Yuri's house, you didn't. You kept on saying friend. If you were just friends, why won't you do it? It's simple. You keep making sure Sayori does not get depressed while you're helping your friend, which is Yuri. Because Natsuki, you're just on talking terms. Monica, she it's like she goes between you all three: friend, potential relationship, and just on talking terms. Okay. I don't know. I right click. Where's the first game is Z? Sayori, I thought. Sayori quickly pulls herself off me and stands up. I stand up off the ground. I'm sorry. I don't know. Sayori, please. It's not you. I feel my voice begin to break as I speak. You felt so warm. I just wanted to scream again. This time, everything gathered my arms around Sayori and hugged her tightly. You're a bitch, alright? You're an asshole, and you know it, game. You know it. At least you didn't manipulate Sayori. Actually, I wonder something. What kind of bastard are you, huh? Mouse, stop teleporting. What's the difference? Hold on, guys. Save. Alright, so hold on, guys. I want to talk to you on physical terms, like me and you terms right now, alright? What type of thing is it, okay? Because the question mark shit is all about one thing and one thing only, and you know what that is. That is the past MC passing Act 1. He only played Act 1. He's just here to help us now. We passed Act 1. We win. We won Act 1. Remember, Monica, you choose between Yuri, Natsuki, and Monica to spin the festival with, okay? Your mouse forces you to pick Monica, but with enough pressure or patience and power, you can switch it over to one of the others. Then you just get eyes, and then you have to pick Monica. There's like 9 options with just Monica, okay? So we passed Act 1. This is Act 2 unknowingly, okay? And now, what we're doing now, today, or the distinguished difference between question mark, and going with all the messed up fucking symbols, it is not us, or that question mark guy. That thing is the Monica. Not the Monica that's all worried and bullshit. The Monica. The freaking 4 random ass characters That's the corrupted broken file. That's the question mark guy was talking about. Remember, like, he was talking about some other corrupted file that he was that he like that he just found in the files, like as he was just snooping through. Because this wasn't the Monica's point of view, black and white. This was our dream, or quote unquote dream with question mark. If you guys have a name for that question mark guy, let me know, okay? Because question mark is just sound like I'm saying something I'm saying two words three times, okay? So if you guys have like a name for the three question marks, or the one with the four fucking random symbols, let me know in the comment below, okay? Comment below what you want me to call them to, okay? Because I would love to give them a name. Alright, anyways. Whew, that was like a that was like a big breathful. Alright, hold on. I'm sorry, Sarah. I messed up. I never wanted you to get hurt. I can feel tears running down my face as I say this. Rescue Mercy, why are you crying? What's going on? I. The familiar feeling of fatigue returns to me as I release her. Come on, I'll explain it. I'll explain at my house. But what about school? We will. We would have been late anyways. This is more important right now. Rescue Mercy. I've been walking back to my house. After a few steps, I hear her begin to follow behind me. There we go. We're both we're both back inside. We stand silent for a while. Tara looks like she's trying to figure out what's going on. I feel worse the longer the silence lasts, until I finally can't stand it. Here, we should sit down. We take a seat on the couch and motion for her to do the same. As she sat down, I began. Listen, Sayori, I'm not really sure where to start, but you should know that I do have feelings for you. It's because of those feelings I was scared. So please don't think it was because of anything you did. I think you're perfect just the way you are. I wouldn't change a single thing about you, you know? Shit. I just know something, guys. Load, save it, it's all the same. Anyways. Guys. That was aggravation. That scream was aggravation. Get it? Because the Monica, or not the Monica, Monica, the one that we talk with, the one that, not the one that does the manipulating scripting shit, the one that we talk to in the club, is not in control. The one that has the black text with the random fucking symbols, the one that's doing the coding and trying to do all this, that's the one that screamed. That's why it was corrupted, and it can sound like anyone. That's why that 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 scream made our heart race, and we turned around quickly, because it was aggravation that she didn't die. That fall was supposed to kill Sayori. We are killing ourselves, because think about it. Past Act 1, at the what the fuck is that? Alright, so anyways, Act 1, the very first day, or the very second day, we went to the park. Me and Sayori. My head started hurting, and that was the first part. And then increasingly over every single time, it was getting worse and worse. And the question mark guy was getting to the point of why the head was hurting and stuff. And now the hallucinations, he calls it, quote unquote, is because it's trying to find that quote unquote weakness. And now it's trying to carry on to Act 2, which is killing Sayori. That's the best I can come up with. I won't change a single thing about you, you know? It's just, well, Something happened the other day. I felt like I couldn't be with you until I knew about it. What happened? Her voice really squeaks out as she speaks. If they walk this way, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Well, me and Yuri got to talking about a book that we both like. I was telling her about how I invited Yuri to come over and how we watched the movie together. But when she went to leave, she kissed me. So you and Yuri, Sayori, please. It's not like that. Fuck. All right. Well, I'm screwed. It was just he at the moment. I didn't. If you like Yuri, that's fine. But you don't have to try to make me feel better. Sayori. That's it. I'm done for. There's no way I can explain what I'm feeling to her. Not when she's like this. No, I can't give up. It's maybe my only chance. There you go. Because if you gave up, you would have fucked up. And Ashley Monaco would have, the Monaco would have won and you would have lost. I can't lose her. Sayori, the reason I'm so concerned about how you feel is because I don't just care about you. Huh? I love you. You. This time she isn't able to get the full word out. That's why I was scared to kiss you. I wanted to, but I was afraid if I did, you would find out. That makes no sense. But whatever. It's a game. What the fuck else are you going to do? I didn't want you to get hurt. I can feel tears once again run down my face. But I guess I screwed that up too. No, don't say that. Sayori lunges across the couch and wraps her arms around me. I'm sorry. I didn't know. She tries to speak between her sobbing. I'm not going to do the sobbing. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. It's, my fault. Sayori. I got her by the shoulder and looked her dead in the eyes. Don't say that. None of this is your fault. I should have been honest. I should have told you how I felt, or about what happened with Yuri. I spent so much time worrying about it when I could have just said something. So please don't say it was your fault, because it's not. I already told you that it crushes me to see you unhappy like this. Fire Scammer Z. She once again comes towards me, but instead of hugging me, she lays her head against my chest and begins to cry. What is this? A middle school romance? Oh my god. I can't speak, and that's a pain. Alright, anyways. I wrap my arms around her and sit in my chair. Wait, what? No, wait. Sit on my... Wait. I wrap my arms around her and sit with my chin on her head. The numbness from yesterday also decides of what a chemo appearance within me. Wait, what? The numbness from yesterday also decides to make a... I think that was supposed to be camo appearance? I don't even know. I want nothing more than to stand up and scream to tell her the whole truth to do something, but instead I just sit here with my arms wrapped around her. I couldn't tell her the truth if I tried. There's no way she would believe me. Hell, I wouldn't believe me. I close my eyes and lean back on the couch with her head still buried in my chest. The next few minutes passing, her sobbing becomes more and more quiet. It eventually totally silences the room. Not sure how long it's been, but Sayori's voice eventually breaks the silence. First, Scammer Z. Her voice is a... I don't know that word. But her voice is different, and I can feel a cold spot on my chest from where she was crying through my uniform. Oh, that's bad. Yeah. Oh, up my eyes and feel something hit me in my stomach. you, you said I could beat you up whenever you were a jerk, you know? I can't help but smile as I rub the spot where she punched me. I guess I did, didn't I? If all of your punches hurt that much, then it's probably smart for me to not be a jerk anymore, huh? And, and, and you even said you were tough. I am tough. I just didn't expect you to be so strong. Is all. Wow. Please, I was even holding back with that one. The numbness I felt is slowly replaced with relief as I see her lighten up. Man, I better learn how to stop being a jerk before I find out what a bullshit. Yeah. Here's the thing. None of the girls seem to notice, but hold on. But it kinda seems like you don't have an option. Because you may you may think you have the will to choose what you want, but oh boy, do I have news for you. You don't have you don't have a will. You don't have anything. You're an MC on on a script. The only thing you know is to be an asshole. Anyways, all the way all the weight left on my shoulders disappears as Sayori giggles. I'm not giggling. You guys can go find someone that will giggle. I'm not gonna giggle. I might do a little bit here and there, but no. You better don't think I. You better. I don't think you could survive it. Yes, ma'am. I'll try to learn quickly. We sit together on the couch in silence for a few minutes. Oddly enough, I soon found myself in the same position I was with Yuri. Sayori leaning against me with my arm around her. But but in but being in this position causes some of my memories to float to surface. What will I tell her? How will she take it? I said we can see how things went after I helped her, but I really do love Sayori. Can't change just I can't change that just to make her feel better. I highly doubt Sayori would dare bring it up with her. Maybe I can find some way to talk to her after class. Hey, Virus Gamer C. Yeah? Um, what, uh, what are you going to tell Yuri? It seems me and Sayori really are on the same wavelength. I'm not really sure yet. We kind of already split apart yesterday, but I'm afraid she might still be hurting after she learns about us. See, now, split apart? Yeah, I proceeded to tell her about my conversation with Yuri yesterday, without mentioning anything about the king. Well, actually, if Sayori can't take a secret, then yeah, that would be great. But if she could have, it wouldn't have hurt to say something about it. Show the proof through your phone. Uh, uh, oh. Sayori takes a while to process what I told her and how she'll respond. Uh, are are you going to tell her about me? I wasn't planning on it. Why? No reason. I can't blame her for being worried. She never has been good with confrontation, and I imagine the idea of being confronted by another club member might break her. Don't worry, I'll figure out some way to handle it. my hand on her shoulder to try to reassure her. Oh, one more question. About us. I meant what I said earlier, and I really do love you. But the situation, it just sort of mixed me up, you know? After talking about what happened, though, I feel comfortable being with you, and I'm willing to go at whatever pace you would like. I feel the furnace kick off. Okay, whatever you say, MC. Because, after you forgot your memory about Sayori, oh, let's just say, you didn't really agree to terms as such as what you're saying right now. So unless you're still a dick MC, you don't give two fucks. And that's what makes this game a whole lot more, you know, not for teens kind of play. I I went to keep feeling warm like this. It may sound silly, but it's like the sun poking through the rain clouds. Sarah proceeds to rebury her head in my chest. I was scared that I wouldn't be able to feel to feel this again. That's why that you would forget about me when you started to become friends with the other girls. I thought you would think I was selfish for always trying to spend time with you, and maybe this is selfish, but I want to keep feeling this to have you make the rain clouds go away. I'm sorry if I'm a burden or make you feel responsible. She, she proceeds to dig her head even deeper into my chest, making her voice almost inaudible. Hold on. Give me a polo. Hold on. Give. Ah, fuck that polo. Fine, I'll turn it somewhere. Reach and grab me a pillow. I have to pull up OBS to see if I do this correctly. Hold on. OBS, I need your voice thing. Alright. No, actually, no. Screw it. No. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, okay? Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. I should have something. I should. Please. Hold on, guys. I'm going to pause it, but I swear, I'm going to try and find something. Hold on. Let me use the mouse pad. Oh, I'm going now. Okay, I still got reconnected internet. I'll be right back, guys. Just a small 2-second update. That's why it took forever, because it was updating. All right, let me go find let me go see if I can find a good voice for this. All right, so I couldn't find a voice, and then I had to do something. I was gone for like 2 hours. That's upsetting. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, she stuffs her head deeper into my chest. Please don't leave me. However, back as she begins to sob again. I almost said sobble. What is this? Pokemon Diamond. Psh, I didn't know. Diamond. Sword or Shield. Psh, get out of here. No, sorry. Okay. Say alright. I'm sorry. I should have been there for you all these years. But I'll never let you face your demons alone. I don't know how much I can bring to help you. Once her sobbing has come to an end, I lift up her chin so that we're facing each other. Say alright. This might be selfish of me as well, but I never want you. But I never want to leave your side either. No matter what the problem is, I'm more happy to help you through it. You can never be a burden to me, not even if you try, because I truly do love you. I feel my mind begin to go blank as she begins inching closer to me. Where's Kimmersey? As I lift me, I feel something strange. Unlike Yuri, the world around massive weight that rests on my shoulders. Now instead of them being gone, I feel confidence to face these problems. I can't give up, not so long as I have something to protect. I found myself embracing Sayori tightly as I think this. As long as I have her, I can bear any burden the world throws at me. I have to ease up some on my passion as I feel some primitive urges to begin to pop up. We're both speechless as we separate from the kiss. I hope that was worth the wait. You're so silly, Bearskin Rizzy. So a certain person keeps telling me. We sit in silence for a few minutes. There's a question I really want to ask, but I'm also scared to ruin the moment. I convince myself that it's to help her and begin to speak. Sayori, do your parents know about your... I don't think so. I never told them. I didn't want them to worry about me more than they already do. Sayori, part of a parent's job is to worry about their kids. They don't see you as some burden if they have to deal with it. Wait, what? Oh, wait, no. If they no, they don't. No, sorry, guys. They don't see you as a burden. They have to deal with it. But as a daughter that they love. But what if things change when they find out? What if they don't want to put up with me? I'm not sure. She's put some thought into telling them in the past. But I'm not the voice of depression. Remember the other day when we went to the park, you brought up the time that you fell into the water and I had to save you. You remember how your parents reacted when they saw us afterwards? They were terrified when you told them that you'd fallen into the lake. They were worried sick until I explained what actually happened. But they got mad at me too. For a little while, yes. But think past what happened after they were mad. You, me, both of our parents. We were all joking and laughing about the clumsiness and how I was a quote-unquote hero. I remember that you almost fell over when my dad patted you on the back. Well, it's not my fault. You're so funny. Anyways, my scrawny kid self aside, the point is, even though your parents were worried and then mad, in the end those feelings were replaced with joy. It's because they love you. Being around you makes them happy. When they worry about you, they're trying to protect their own happiness as well as yours. I guess it's kind of like you and me. Seeing you happy makes... Wait, what? Seeing me happy makes you happy, doesn't it? Yeah. I imagine that's how your parents feel when they see you happy. I'm sure they would be willing to just... Wait, what? They would be willing to do just about anything to keep you that way. So please don't think of yourself as a burden. Sayori thinks over everything I just said for me. I want to tell him, but I'm still kind of nervous. It's right to feel nervous, and if you want me to be there when you tell him, I'll be more than happy to. Thanks, Skimmer Z. Sayori once again leans against me, but this time she wraps her hands around my arm. There's no telling what's going through my head, what's going through her head right now. the idea of having to help her tell her parents about the depression made my confidence falter briefly. No, I can, I can do it, no problem. For her, I would do anything, even fight her dad if need be. One, I would pay to see that. I realize I am getting ahead of myself just a tad bit. Her dad could easily decapitate me. Yeah. Sounds continues to fill the room as Sayori holds my arm in a death grip. This silence, however, doesn't feel tense or awkward. This feels nice. First going to see. What are we going to do about school? Shit, can't say that was on my mind. Dang. Dang, I forgot all about it. We should probably get going, huh? She releases my arm, allowing the circulation to restart, and and we both get up off the couch. For the second for the second time today, we again are journeying towards the school, but something is noticeably different this time. Instead of pulling me, trying to get me hurry up. So Sayori, the sir, the sir, leisurely walks by my side. If that's the right word, good. If it's not, let me know. After walking in silence for a while, we naturally fall back into our routine of small talk and playful banter. This time, though, we're holding hands while doing it. Along the way, we agree that we should just keep our relationship under wraps for a little while, just until we're both comfortable telling everyone. Well, once we arrive at the school, we are let in by a office worker and both receive tardy slip. We say our farewells and start towards our classes. I couldn't be happier as I head towards my second period. This feeling doesn't last too long. Oh, great. I present my tardy slip to the teacher as I enter the classroom. She gives me a stern look for interrupting her lecture, but I have other things on my mind. I take a seat and play over this morning's events. I guess the Ori were actually a thing now. These last few days have really been something. Even if I can't totally solve some of the problem I'm faced with, still I'll stick with it. Even helping you just a little could make could make a big difference. Plus, if things don't work out, I'm still a bona fide time wizard. You're not. You're a wizard. No, no, sorry. So much has happened since. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. I had to suppress a laugh as I think back to my previous self. Oh, you mean the dipshit self? Yeah. So much has happened since then. Yeah. It feels like that was forever ago. But my mind wrapping my mind around the fact that that I thought I was a time wizard for only 4 days ago proves to be quite hard. I still can't really say I matured all that much, no? For all I know, I really gone off the deep end. Once again, I suppressed a laugh and then decide to do something truly insane. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna pay attention to my classes today. Wow. I turn my confidence for the teacher as she continues her lecture. Okay. And and so you can refer to Mercury as the dead planet. Huh? definitely dig my fingers into my ears trying to clear up this ringing. I don't know. And again, this morning, damn, not here. Supposed to do light suddenly falls into my burned eyes. Nah. 10 minutes left. You got 20 hours. I had to hold it for 10 more minutes. I want to tell you for a while. I was scared too. What? I know, I'm sorry. I don't want you to worry. Are you sure we don't have to today if... Alright, but we can at least wait until I'm done with the classes. I don't want to fall behind again. Wait, what? Okay, just tell Monica that I have doctor's appointment. So, thanks. And could you maybe tell Dad for me? I love you too. I'll call you again when my last lesson. Okay, so I want to know what this is for you guys as well. Dizziness, damn it! Light suddenly feels as though it burns my eyes. I try my best to not show any sign of panic, but it's becoming increasingly difficult. I squint at the clock and try to make out the time. 2 minutes left. I just have to hold out for 10 more minutes. And then, I wanted to tell you for a while, but I was scared too. I know. I'm sorry. I just didn't want you to worry. Uh, are you sure? We don't have to today if... Uh, alright. But can we at least wait until I'm done with classes? I don't want to fall behind again. Uh, okay. I'll just tell Monica I have a doctor's appointment. She won't mind if I just miss one day. Thanks. And could you maybe tell Dad for me? I love you too. I'll call you again when my last class ends. Bye. Uh, I slowly pick my head up off this and look around the room. Where is everybody? Did they just leave when the class ended? Assholes. I slip my notebook into my bag and begin to stand up. My pant overcomes as I immediately feel nauseous once I'm on my feet. I throw my backpack over my shoulders and rush out the room. I sprint through the halls to the restroom. My brain doesn't process that until now, but the hallway was completely empty. I burst into the restroom and throw open a stall. I proceed to do something very ugly into the toilet. Why did you do? Actually, no, don't do it in the sink. Never mind. All right. This mess continues on and off for a few minutes before I finally start to feel better. By the end, I'm sweaty. My hands are shaking, and my throat burns like hell. Knees weak, palms are sweaty. Oh my god, no! My attempts to shit myself up. That is an old ass. Hold on, guys. Where's my? Okay, hold on. I set my mouse on back on my knee. Oh my gosh. Right, fine. I'll crisscross, and then I can do it correctly. 3D mouse pad. On my knees now. That's not what I wanted to do. Give me 1 second. Alright, so this is somewhat new, unless that Unless if these are just released by like around now. Oh yeah. Oh wait, latest release February 20th, 2018, November 18th, 2019, June 1st, 2020. I would have length very short. Uh, this is relapse. Hold on. I don't want to select anything up here. Search. Relapse. This isn't the right one. Alright, guys, give me a minute. I gotta find the right stupid one. We are in, right? Where is it? Yeah, okay. Playtime is 10 hours? I thought it was 4 hours. Okay, sees the eyes as he. September? That's an old ass song then. Because he was singing Eminem Sing for the Moment, I think, and that was out in. Hold on, let me search this up. And for copyright purposes, I'm just gonna keep paused. So, I'll see you guys in like a minute. I just checked, and it said 11, 11, 5 plus 6, 11 years ago. My attempt to cheer myself up falls flat in all regards. What's happening to me? The migraine, the nosebleeds, going colorblind, passing out in my bathroom in class, and now this? My throat burns even more as I try to swallow my fear. Damn it, why now? Why did it have to happen when I finally managed to get things to go well? I try to clench my fist, but in all the muscles in my arm are too fatigued, I think. Maybe I should really go to the doctor about this. At least barely tell my parents about it. Even though I lecture Sayori about telling her parents about her depression this morning, this feels different. I put my hand over my forehead to check my fever, but it's hard to tell with all the sweats. Mom and Dad are 3 hours away on business. I don't want them rushing home just because I might have a virus or the flu or something. It's a little sad to think about it, but I've become quite adept to taking care of myself over the years. I'll just go to the drugstore after school and pick up some antibiotics. If mom calls about it, I'll just tell her I'm not feeling well. I take some time to gather strength before finally leaving the stall. Aside from some fatigue purging my system. Wait, purg purging my purging, I guess. I don't know. My system did seem to make me feel quite a bit better. I washed my hands and rinsed my mouth at the sink before making my way back to the hall. Yeah, I would have. I checked the time on my phone. I leave the bathroom and see that it's already halfway through third period. Damn, how long was I out in class? It's really strange that no one woke me up. Plus, isn't there supposed to be another class in there after mine ended? My brow furrows as I think about this. It was probably just the teacher playing period. My thought seizes as I hear the the girl's bathroom close next to me. I see a familiar figure as I sneak. Oh my god. Okay. You're not supposed to peek in. Why? I mean, I'm glad that you're not going crazy, but just I don't even know. Monica? Screamer Z? Oh, shoot. There's unusual paleness to her that I'm not used to seeing. Is she sick too? Hi. Hey, I wasn't expecting to run into you out here. Why is she trying to put on a happy face? It's clear that she isn't feeling well. Don't tell me you're skipping class. No, I was just. Are you okay, Monica? My throat isn't. Better. You look like you're not feeling too well. Thanks. I'm glad you think I look sick. Hey, that's not what I know. Sorry. I was just feeling a little nauseous in class, is all. But I'm fine now. Don't worry about it. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better. What about you, Iris Z? You look like you haven't been feeling all great either. What? Me? Please. I'm the pinnacle of health. Iris Z. Sorry. I guess I was feeling something similar, and I swear I'm not trying to copy you, but I also feel better now. The news of my improved health doesn't seem to cheer her up. Strange. What was that? Oh, nothing important. I was just thinking about something. Anyways, I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better now. After all, I wouldn't want any of my club members to be sick. Club members, huh? And here I was thinking we were friends. Put on a pouty face tried to guilt trip Monica. Well, keep writing good poems, and you'll sure make it there eventually. These kind of conversation skills are nowhere near her level. Ha ha, how clever. But it is a real shame. It just happens that I only show my poems to my friends, so you know. Well, it looks like you're just going to have to work fast if you want me to read them so badly. Damn, how did you get me again? Hold on, let me fix the mic again. Like my heater's on and my feet are freezing. There we go. Got my chair right here. I can just rest my back on back to back. Hold on, just spin, please. Don't pull my blankets off. That would be horrible. Hold on, let me move my mouse pad. Ow. Fix it a bit. There we go. Actually, hold on. How would we? Hold on. Give me a minute. Let's move the mic more up there. Oh, oops, my bad. More up there. We'll lift it now. Hold on. Pull it back a little. There, now my back doesn't face cold metal and I can rest my head. Alright, now. Put that right there. Okay, I can't scoot that back anymore. Alright. Mouse pad, we'll put the headset back on, and the mouse. So we failed on. Okay, yeah, you got me going. Alright, I give up. Come on, don't tell me that's all you can handle. Shouldn't you be getting to class or something? You know, club visitors. After all, I wouldn't want to be responsible for the class star grades to slip. I think I can afford my grades to slip. Not really. You on the okay. I will win against this girl one day. I swear upon my knife. Hey, I'm on your time. I'm just waiting to escort you back to your class. Wouldn't want you to get attacked by any stray books or pencils, you know. Oh my, how could I have forgotten you were such a gentleman? Think again. Well then, shall we begin? After you. As we begin to make our way down the hall, I begin to feel a little anxious. I hope this doesn't put me in a position where I have to tell about Sayori. Not yet, anyways. Screw it. I'll just use the actual regular back. Or the front for the back. I'm not confident I can whirl up any advances until then. I am assuming the caveman side of my brain doesn't decide to suddenly take over. First Z. Oh shit. Forget the class. Can I show you something? Sure. The truth is, I wasn't looking forward to walking in late anyways. It'll only take a second. Monica stops in front of the room that I don't think I've ever been in. She tries to handle the door. Appears to be locked. That doesn't stop her though, as she soon pulls out the set of keys and unlocks it. Huh. I guess if there's any student that would have the key to the classroom, it would be her. Once the door opens, we will make our way inside. Oh, hey, I pushed the thing back up a little, yeah. I immediately realized why she would have the keys in this room as I stepped in. I'm willing to bet this is where she's been practicing piano. Even though I've never been in here before, it's always strange. It always has a strange whatever. I feel relaxed for some reason. You might guess why I would come in here, huh? I think I have a pretty good idea. I had no clue a band room was on this side of the school, though. It's not actually. The band room is on the other side of the school, but it's too small to fit everyone in at once. So they store whatever they're not using at the time in here. Well, since the school band can't really use a piano, I'm assuming it spends most of its time in here. Yeah. But wait. I can't help but notice Monica seems really candid. Does this room mean a lot to her? I mean, that she plays the piano in here, but I don't know why she's being so shy about it. I think it's pretty neat. Really? Yeah, a nice cozy room, like this. It has an odd peacefulness to it, you know? I'm glad you think that. I feel the same way. I don't really see how you do it, though. If I had the key to an empty classroom, all my teachers would probably think I had gone missing. You're not so insinuating that I would skip class, are you? No. It's more of a statement than a insinuation. Looks like I'm going to have to rein in one of my club members. I'm sure that my mother would be thankful if you managed that. I quickly turn my attention away from Monica's glare and begin to explore the room. Sayori's clumsiness really worn off on me. This place would be a war zone in a minute. I'm extra careful not to touch or bump into anything. My focus abruptly stops on the piano as I get near it. Much like the room itself, it is something familiar about this piano. My head feels a little foggy as I wipe some of the dust off it. Do you play at all? Huh? Monica's voice quickly snaps me out of my daze. I played some when I was younger because my mom played piano a lot when she was in school. But as I grew up, I kind of just forgot about it. I can't say I was ever all that good, though. Or is he admitting that he isn't good at something? And he must be dreaming. Well, it wouldn't be much of a surprise considering how much you already dream about me. Oh, you're just letting it all go? Wait, did I just win? Did I finally beat her? That's a big, that's like 40 pauses, guys. That is, okay. By how I made that sound, that is a big, okay, hold on. Where's the axe? Where's the axe? Oh my gosh. You guys know I didn't mean it like that. That's, okay, that was, okay. I'm gonna go cry. I'm sorry, guys. I just stokes me that I said that and it made it sound like I was really happy about it. It makes me more like disappointed that it made me sound happy about my actions, which there's nothing to be happy about with my actions. My occurring action of how that sounds, that's not good at all. Anyways, all right, let's continue. I was barely the I I was barely able to withhold any celebration dance. Hold on. What if she actually have dreams about me? Continuing my trend of copying Monica, my face also turned red. Anyways, I walk my I I rack my brain to try and find a way to backpedal on this conversation. What about you? Does the extensive talent of yours carry over to the piano as well? Well, well, I would call it talent. Well, I would call it a talent, but I have been practicing quite a bit lately. I see. Well, while you're here, why don't you play something? Oh, oh, I'm actually working on a piece right now, but it's not finished. But I'm not finished with it yet. Practicing piano is one thing, but she writes her own music too. What about you, Virus Z? Actually, you play might make you more confident. Jeez, again with the bullying. I was only teasing. Although, I would be interested to see how much you can play. Hmm. I know that if I actually try to play something, I'll just embarrass myself. But at the same time, it's like this piano is drawing me in. Did I really miss playing it that much? Or is it something else? Fine, but only on one condition. You have to keep any constructive criticism to yourself. Understood. I take a seat on the piano bench, trying to gather my bearings. Let's see my middle finger stand. Start here. I can try to play something easy like. I think he abruptly stops as stopped by Monica, who takes a seat on the bench next to me. Be sitting here won't make you nervous, will it? Of course it will. No, not at all. This bench isn't very wide to begin with, so having two people sit on it like this, I can feel Monica's leg and shoulder against me as I tried to reclaim my focus. Yasuki wasn't wrong about the thigh meat. Oh my god. We're going back to that? Damn it, Rashi. Focus. Like I said, it's been a while since I played. Go test out some keys real quick. I positioned my fingers according to how I remember being taught when I was a kid. I feel electricity shoot up into my head as I press down on the keys. What the hell? This time the tingling climbs all the way up my arms. My head begins to feel heavy as I continue. I have a strange sensation going through my body as I play some more notes. It feels like I'm watching the whole world through my eyes but have no control. I continue to watch as my fingers slide across the piano with a fluidly as I'm certain I don't have. This song sounds so familiar. Where where have I heard this before? My head becomes increasingly foggy as I try to think about why I recognize it. As though I feel I can fall asleep as the music continues to play in my ears. Where's Z? Huh? The world around me seems to slow down as I come to my senses. Sorry, Monica. I guess I was kind of observed by my playing. Where's Z? Where did you learn how to play that? Did I do something weird while I was playing? She looks like she's seen another ghost. Well, I, I'm not really sure. It just came to me. It was probably something my mom taught me when I was a kid that I had forgotten about. I scratched my neck. It's the back of your head. I mean, I guess it can also count as your neck. That's what I mostly do sometimes. I scratched I scratched my neck as I nervously tried to continue my excuse. Well, believe me, I didn't expect to be able to play something like that either. I guess I didn't want you outshining me too much. My nerve my nervous laughter doesn't seem to put Monica at ease. I see. Something about your mother taught you when you were younger. My heart starts to beat faster as I notice Monica beginning to take shallow breaths. Yeah. It seems I retain more than I thought. I'm hoping it's my imagination, but I swear I can feel her shoulder and leg pressing into me more. Damn it, this isn't good. I have to think about Sayori, but at the same time I don't want to hurt Monica's feelings. You know, we've been here for quite a while. We should probably head back to our classes. I began to stand up from the bench, but before I can put any distance between us, Monica grabbed me by the wrist. Press Gamer Z, it's alright. It's alright if you're with Sayori. Huh? How did she know about that? Surely Sayori didn't say anything to her. Monica lets out a weak laugh. That makes me feel like I just watched a puppy get. Oh, whoa. I'm glad you're happy, really. But would you maybe. The grip on my wrist tightens as she tries to find the right words. Before she's given the chance, I already take my seat to the bench next to her. Of course. We're club members after all. And here I was thinking we were friends. Well, maybe once you're able to watch me on the piano. I smile. I smile at Monica, who seems to ease up a little this time. Because we continue to sit there for a period of time that I cannot determine. It's mostly quiet. Wait, no, wait. Quiet at first, but we soon find ourselves talking about various subjects. It's not quite what I expect that after all that somber exchange that has happened between us, but it appears to improve Monica's mood as I go along with it. We jump from talking about literature to philosophy to music. It just feels like I'm having a conversation with a very confident and less boring encyclopedia. We occasionally even even take turns playing random snippets of music on the piano. Luckily, I don't lose control over my hands or arms this time, which also means that I'm quite bad at it. I'm still a little on the brink of liking rap music, but if you break it down, it's all like Was that the lunch bell? Monica pulled out her phone and proceeds to check the time. Yeah, it looks like we might have gotten a little carried away, huh? We have really been in here for almost 2 whole periods? Wait. If I get in trouble, I'm saying this whole thing was your idea. I flash Monica a cheeky smile as I show her that I'm joking. I think you would throw a poor girl like me under the bus. I guess. What the fuck is that word? I'm no poet, no thing of literature, so what the. Oh. That's the cavalry. What the fuck? I couldn't think of it for the life of me. Yep, it is Zed. Zed? Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, so it's a person from a movie. Wait, what? Right? Oh, no, sorry. It's a quote from a popular movie. It's about. What the fuck? Ooh, Pol- Pol- because not Pope, because Pope is Pope. So that's Pulp Fiction. Please be right. Just because I'm a girl doesn't mean I don't get pop culture. I mean, hey, to be fair, you did play dumb. I throw my backpack over my shoulder and begin to head to the door with Monica in tow. Although, I probably had plenty of time to learn not to underestimate me. It's alright. After all, not everyone can be a fast learner. I'm glad to see Monica returning to her usual self like this. I really hope she's actually okay with me and Sarah being together. I'm more than happy to be friends with her when she needs one, but that's all I can be. Once we exit the room, we both begin to walk in opposite directions. Aren't you going to lunch? Actually, I have first lunch. Wait, so we sat. See, wait, so we sat through your lunch period? Yeah, but don't worry about it. I'm sure I can find some lunch. I I'm sure I can find time to eat lunch during class. Eating lunch during class, huh? Must be nice, Miss Class Star. A cheeky smile returns for a sequel. What is this, a movie? As I say this, I'm assuming you're already aware that I ain't being called perfectly so. I have to pay you. I have to pay you back somehow for all that bullying. By bullying, you mean beating you up word. Then I can underestimate why you want payback. Anyways, sorry again for making you miss your lunch. But if you want me to pick you up something from the cafeteria, I'd be happy to. Thanks, but that's alright. I packed my own, so I should be fine. In that case, I bid you farewell, and I look forward to seeing you in the club later. Hmm, that's such a disappointment. And here I've been arguing to the future. Sorry, I'm not really like this. Like, how I'm just like that. But it's stupid, honestly. If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, I just really looked down at my phone because it blinked, and so I was like, wait, what? And something was on it, right? It was a YouTuber. I'm not gonna say his name because that's just really just disappointing. Single, by the way. Yeah, sure. Just why? Who cares? And now it starts to retweet the people asking to slide into DMs. Yeah, this is all great. This is all great. Fun and fantastic. Yeah, see you then. Looks like Monica stopped herself from saying something else. As we begin to go our separate ways, I can't help but feel a little guilty. First I turn her down, and then she misses her lunch because of me. It seems like we're both still. It seems that we both enjoyed talking to each other. I hope that's enough. I probably walk to the courtyard and towards the cafeteria. I wonder how much time I'll have to eat. I pull my phone and get a little scared by what I see. New message from Fury. Oh, sure, it's fine. Hello. I was wondering if you could meet me for lunch. Man, it's one thing after another today, isn't it? Sure, are you in the cafeteria already? I sent this. I realized I have no idea. That I had no idea we had the same one. Me and Theori didn't, and now I know about Monica too. I wonder if Natsuki does it. Actually, I'm in class 201. Would it be okay if we meet here? 201? That's the floor directly below the club room, and it's nowhere near the cafeteria. Sorry, stomach. Yep, I'll be there in just a sec. Thank you. Man, I should really text her. She doesn't have to be so proper when she texts me. I make I make a 90-degree turn and begin my hungry journey towards classroom 201. Maybe because my new sense of confidence. Maybe maybe because my new sense of confidence, but it doesn't cross my mind that Yuri could try to ravage me when I get there. Oh, whoa. After a few, after more power walking, I realize cardio isn't for me. I arrive at 201. Yo, Yuri. Hello, Faris. I'm glad you can make it. Sorry about making you come all this way. Don't worry about it. I did say I'd be around whenever you need me, right? Yes. Yes, you did. Thanks again. I don't deserve all your kindness. That's alright. Because I don't deserve to have. That's right, because I don't deserve to have a friend as nice as you. So I guess that makes us even. I suppose so. I got the desk next to her and immediately assist lie down. Okay. So what's going on? Is everything okay? Oh, yes. I actually asked you to come because I want to show you this. I feel my stomach tighten a tad as she begins to pull up her sleeve. I did this after you left yesterday. I thought it might comfort you to see it. She's not. She's not wrong about it. I do feel some of my stress melt away as I look at the bandages. I'm really proud of you, honestly. Seeing you make Singing this makes me really happy. Fury looks content, and she begins to roll her sleeve back down. I'm glad to hear you say that. It's good that you taking care of the cuts, but have you had the urge to do it again to bandage? Everything's over what she's about to say, but I already know pretty. I already have a pretty good idea of the answer. Admittedly, I have. But thinking about the things you said to me yesterday, it helps. Is it bad? Thing that my face is going red right now? Well, I would be. Well, I would be pretty crappy at being your friend if I didn't. And remember, I'm more than happy to help whenever you need it. I don't know why. Just when I record DDLC, I yawn. Like that's why there's always so many pauses. But then with bad, it flows perfectly. That's gonna start. That's gonna scar up my foot. That's gonna. Oh no. All right. Anyway, that Thanksgiving with you. Oh, and would you care to eat with me while you're here? It's obvious she wants me to. I can sit with you, but I didn't bring my lunch and I never got around to going into the cafeteria. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to miss lunch. Don't worry about it. I had a pretty big breakfast anyways. My stomach rumble in direct defiance to what I just said. It's too bad I lost it all about an hour and a half ago. Here, maybe we can share mine. Really, it's a my hunger forced my mouth to close as Yuri pulled out her lunch. It's stainless steel bento box full of rice, bits of grilled chicken, and steamed vegetables. She's she's the one who cooked this? Somebody better wife this girl up. Whoa. Stainless steel bento box full of rice. If it's Spanish rice, sure. Bits of grilled chicken. If it's not orange chicken or teriyaki chicken, deal. And steamed vegetables. If it's broccoli, fine. If it's carrots, fine. Nothing else. I usually don't eat all anyway, so I don't mind sharing if you want some. I I guess it would be rude of me to turn down such a nice offer. Oh, but I didn't have anything to eat with. Here, I have an extra pair of chopsticks you can use. Chopsticks? Damn. My only weakness is my westernized upbringing. Is everything alright? Yeah, everything's fine. I just don't use chopsticks that much. But I'm sure I can manage. She handed me a pair of chopsticks that I proceeded to fumble around with for a while. As we're eating some paranoid decides to pop up. I wonder what Sarah would think if she walked by and saw us like this. Even though I know it's unlikely to happen, I still pull a bit more distance between me and her. We continued eating for a while, stopping only when she giggled at my poor handling of chopsticks before. Huh? That was fast. I began to stand up as Yuri closes and puts away the vent box. Thank you for the lunch. I do most Japanese bowls, as I say this. Oh, Japanese bow. I was about to be like, bull, what? I'm glad you liked it. As I make my way to the door, I notice that Yuri is staying seated. Aren't you going to head to class now? Oh, actually, this is my class. When I learned that it was empty during second lunch, I began staying in here. I see. Oh, hey, maybe I can start joining you for lunch more often. That would be nice. Sounds like a plan to me. Oh, and I guess I'll see you in the club later. Yeah, see you then. Even though I had a good time eating lunch with Yuri, I decided to school myself anyways. I need to be more careful about the way I act with her. I don't want her to make things any worse when she eventually learns about me and Sailor. She already got enough on her plate as it is. No pun intended. Thus, my class goes by fairly normally, though though the number of somber exchanges I had today had totally exhausted me a bit. Once the final bell has rung, I decided to pass through the courtyard on my way to the pub. Though it actually takes longer, I figured some vitamin D might wake me up a bit. Facing seems to have other ideas as I spot a cool-headed girl walking towards me. I'm giving you 50 at plenty of your household shopping done. Alright. Where's gonna see you? Oh, that's why. Sierra proceeds to squeeze all the air out of my lungs as she hugs me. It's good to see you, Sayori. I think I'm blacking out now. Sorry about that. I was just a little nervous. I take a second to regain all my lost oxygen before I begin speaking. Nervous? About what? I told my mom earlier about my... Man, she works fast. I didn't expect to tell her parents soon after we talked about it. That's wonderful, Sayori. I'm glad to hear it. But wait, why are you nervous? My mom made me a doctor's appointment for after school, and she's on her way to pick me up. I feel even more weight lift off my shoulders as I hear her say this. Well, I know you think doctors are spooky and all, but I'm really glad you're going to see one. This may come as a surprise, but it turns out I'm not actually a medical professional. Huh. You're not? I had no idea. I know, I would be surprised too. A laughing is interrupted by the sound of a ringtone going off. Sarah pulls her phone out and reads over the message. My mom is waiting out front. I guess I'll talk to you later. Alright, if you need anything, I'll be more than happy to help. Thanks for Scarsy. Oh, one thing before you go. I glance around to see if anyone's looking before I lean in and pick Sayori on. Oh, that's sweet. That one's for the one. I smile at her as the color on her face deepens. Oh, stupid fucking Blake thing. Hold on. Fine, I'll get on the fucking thing. Hold on. That right there. I don't know. I just can't get comfortable with anywhere I sit today. I try to lean on side to side, using the floor. Nothing's working. This is some bullshit. I swear though, the next DDLC Relapse, if there is another one, because I kind of sold the views while I was on my 1 hour break, was we only got 2 views, which is upsetting. So if this one at least gets 5 views, I'll get another one. Because I used to be like 5 likes. Screw it, as long as it's 5 views, or even 5 views. A like counts as a view, so 1 view, 1 like is actually 2 views. Makes sense? I hope. Hold on. Yeah, because right here, the first relapse, 16 views. Second relapse, 8 views, 1 like. Relapse 3, 6 views. Relapse 4, 6 views and 1 like. And then number 5 was just 2 views. I mean, I mean, it's not that bad because I didn't really put anything into it that much. I feel like so. Like I understand if like nothing really is on for that one. I understand it perfectly. Right now, back on the thing. On on, on the now stuff. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Where's he receive? After another quick hug, Sayori begins making her way towards the school. The fuck? Screw you, Google. I didn't call your ass one bit. You can go screw off. With your please wait and taking 30 hours to load, so I just had to reset. Alright, anyways. I'm tempted to ask her if she wants me to go with her, but decide that that's probably not a good idea. I think I'll leave this one to the doctors. Plus, her mom would likely feel hurt if she found out that I knew about Sayori before she did. I continue to make my way to the club room with a big dumb grin on my face. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? sorry. Sorry. I heard squid and I just felt very nauseous. All eyes land on me as I entered the club. Hi, everyone. Look who finally decided to show up. And here we were thinking you chicken out because that's that's not true. We weren't saying that. It's alright, and I'm sorry that I was late. You see, I ran into this old lady who needed help crossing the street, and I guess I lost track of time. Okay. Would ever dare question the assistance of an elder? Now, wait, didn't you happen to lose Sayori when you were helping? Didn't you happen to lose Sayori while you were helping out? Wait, what? You didn't happen to lose Sayori while you were helping old people, did you? I figured she wouldn't miss the day when the over festival plans. I was wondering where she was as well. Right. Now that everyone is here, I suppose I should tell you. Sarah had a doctor's appointment today, so she had to miss the club. And don't worry, we already gone over what we'll be doing for the festival, so she won't be behind. A doctor's Doctor's appointment. I hope everything is okay. First Yuri, now Sayori? Y'all better not be getting me sick. Oh, better not get me sick. I wouldn't worry too much about that. I ran into her earlier on my way to the club. She looked fine and told me it was just a checkup. I'm surprised she didn't drag you with her, given how scared she is of doctors. Letting her go all alone like that, some friend you are. Even though I know she's joking, it turned out actually does hurt a little. Nisuki, huh? Take it easy. I was just kidding. See, this is where I need Bad to come in and save me. No, it's. What I say is he not even on? I swear, if he. Sorry guys for going all over the place today. I really want to talk to him. And if he's on Discord. Why is he even on Discord during class? That's some bullshit. I guess some of my worry really through to the surface. Don't worry. I knew you were only kidding. I was just thinking of something is all. You're still a bad liar. Now that everything has been clear, I figured we'll be going over festival planning details as we shift moments. After you all have some time to read or write, if you want to. With that, everyone returns to their usual positions. I set my bag down on a desk in the front row and decided whether to talk to Monica or Yuri. However, even though I didn't know it was an answer choice, it looks like I'm going with C. Why is that a bad answer? I think we rarely talk to Sayori. I think we talked to Sayori. This is going to be our third interaction. Hey, hey, Nusuke, what's up? Listen, about what I said earlier. It's alright. Really. I know you didn't mean it. Why won't you just let me say that I'm sorry? Because you didn't need to? Honestly, I'm a little concerned about Sayori, even though I know she'll be fine. But I'm not heartbroken over my decision to not go with her. Well, good, because I didn't. Cause I feel like apologizing anyway. Wait, so you're actually going to. So you're actually going to go with her? Well, yeah, it crossed my mind to do so, but when I haven't been able to help at all, yeah, that's for sure. Knowing you would have made things worse. Thanks, Missy. Your words of encouragement are truly helpful. This was me, actually. Hold on, guys. Is this even recording? Are you frozen? I hope you didn't freeze. Alright, so 2 hours and I'm way behind schedule. Give me a second. I will be 3 minutes. As you take a quick peek at this one right here. Some people are just bad at lying. Thanks for those kind words. Yeah. So yeah. Let's just see. Almost the exact same, huh? Almost the exact same. Hence almost. How did I ever get so lucky to have such a delicate and caring friend? Hey, keep up the sarcasm. I'll show you just how delicate and caring I really. Oh, hey. Nindasuki points a clenched fist at my chest to reinforce her point. Understood. Now that her apology is out of the way, I expected her to head back to the closet, but she seems hesitant for some reason. Is something wrong? What did you and your talk about today? Huh? Isn't that kind of personal? I thought she was okay with the idea. Well, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I get it. That ever since you left yesterday, yours been acting different. Different? Not in a bad way, but I asked her about it. She wouldn't tell me anything. You're even a private person in general, but she never had a problem sharing things with me since we've been friends. So I'm a little pissed that you changed it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Why have I been so shitty at handling Nasuki recently? Because you take everything with a grain of salt? Well, actually, no. When you take everything with a grain of salt, you're just not a kind person. That's all. I'm not mad. I just don't like being closed out by her because you haven't read any of her manga with her. All right, it's been on for 2 hours. I'm hungry and I'm a bit ticked off. Okay, I'm getting that where you get really pissed off because they're like starving. And I've been busy really a lot. So I'm gonna try to go a bit longer, but just actually no, hold on. We'll go for 6 minutes. But know what, actually, since I have been going for about 2 hours, I'm going to go get something to eat real quick and then come back, because we've been going for 2 hours and I've been doing nothing but goofing off and doing stupid stuff. So I'll be back and we'll complete the day, or get to the poems at least, or we'll finish the poem. I possess the power of not being hungry anymore, or temporarily. What happened? I'm not mad. Okay. I'm a little thrown off by how wait, what? Sincere she is? Wait, what? I'm a little thrown off by how sincere she is being right now. It took me almost a full week of appealing to her to get her to talk like this. But now she's doing it because Yuri didn't answer a question. I haven't really given it much thought, but I never realized just how close these two actually are. I'm sorry, Nisiki. It wasn't my intention for her to make you feel shut out. But when you say she's acting different, what do you mean? Well, just look at her. I glanced over at Yuri, who was happily reading her book. Something seems off, though. I don't think I've ever seen her smile while reading alone before. Maybe she's just really enjoying the book. It's not the book. Wait, we asked it? Wait, what? We thought it. Wait. Okay, I don't even know. She told me something about it earlier, and it's not something you would. I'm a little confused, Mitsuki. Are you upset because Yuri's been happy? No, of course not, dummy. I just don't like being told. I don't like when. I just don't like not being told things. Wonder if it's because of her low confidence. The anger I feel whenever I see Mitsuki upset things her turn. Does her dad keep things? Wait, what? Does her dad keep things from her? Does he lie to her? Damn it! Why do I immediately jump to everything with her dad's fault? Listen, Mitsuki. I was just helping Yuri with something. That's all. And I'm sorry that I can't tell you what exactly. With what exactly? But I'm sure she'll open up. Wait, what? No. I'm sure she'll open up about it to you eventually. What is... Nasuki's voice breaks down as she tries to speak. What's it about? Oh! I feel a shiver down... Wait. I felt a shiver as I barely managed to hear what she says. So she did... Shit, this isn't really the place to talk about it. I glanced both at Monica and Yuri, both of whom been absorbed in their own thing. Nisuki, so you didn't know. I'm not gonna get anywhere if I keep trying to dodge the question. But at the same time, it's not really my place to speak about these things. Yes, I knew about her cuts. I found out yesterday that the reason I went, and that's the reason I went over to her house. That's what we were discussing when we went to the other room. Pathetic. Huh? You've only known her for a few days. We managed to help her more than I could. No. Shit! Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, so I'm gonna save it here, right? Hold on. Alright, now we're gonna save it here. Hold on. Let my shit back. Alright, put that back on the chair. Move my foot, place the mat there. Alright, so this is what we're gonna be doing. Save. Here. Yes. Oh, oops. Exit. Yes. I don't have a resumed version. Never mind. Never mind. Let's go back to it. Where is it? This file? Yeah. Alright. Because I will be like, oh no, wait, this is actually pretty good. This is actually what I should have done. I should have went to the main menu instead. Okay. Oh no, her ribbon always. I, I wanted to say something, but Nisuki barely manages to speak to herself. I'm not gonna stop. I'm just. And then stop. Oh wow! All right, so my just soft speak didn't even work. It's not gonna be added to because she's obviously tearing up. But the only way I would only see Nisuki with her being upset is soft. But I can't do soft without being like up close to the mic like so. So I'm not sure. It's like I can feel my heart breaking as I watch her cry. I'm not going to redo it. It's taken too long, and I was planning on playing some in 64, so or NES. My bad. I know it might make things harder, but hard for me. But I do only the wait. But I do the only thing I can think of. That worries me. Are you sure it's the only thing you can think of? Let's see. I know it can make things harder for me soon, but I can do the only thing I think of. I wrap my arms around her and hold her tightly. You're not pathetic, Nisuki. You know everything that you are. I've been a friend to her much longer than you have been a friend to her much longer than I have, and I sure you mean a lot to her. For the second time today, I feel a cold spot on my chest as tears seep in my uniform. Just because you didn't comfort her, doesn't mean you aren't helping. I mean, I would be. Shut the fuck up. I know the update failed. I mean, I would be more pissed off that I'm fine that nothing happened, because I've been more pissed if she was the reason why she started it. I'm still counting on you to be there for her, you know? Her voice barely manages to get this weekend. Wait, what? Or somehow her voice not it's not squeaking out or something. I glance up and see that we've grabbed the attention of both Monica and Yuri. This will be fun to explain. Even though I don't look forward to discussing why Nisuki is crying on me, I don't let up on trying to comfort her. After her crying begins to subside, she begins to pull away. No! I grin at her as she insults me. Is everything alright? Well, Yuri, should I tell her that I babbled about her cuts? Of course, Mitsuki. It's obviously it's obviously obvious to me that after what happened, Nisuki's gonna bring up Yuri's cutting. Even though I'm a little scared of how Yuri will react, I'm kind of happy. If Nisuki is able to help her too, I don't have as much to worry about. Not that I mind helping. I lean up against the teacher's desk and stare out the window. It sure is nice outside. Before I manage to zone out, so much Monica approaches me. I'm gonna guess you probably want to know what just happened. And that was excruciating slow tech. Before I had time to finish, Monica wraps her arms around me. Man, there sure has been a lot of hugging going on today. Hey, please, don't tell me that you're going to start crying on me too. Actually, I was scared you're going to be the one to start crying. Even after an exchange like that, she still manages to fit in something clever. Please, real men don't. Oh, okay, that's actually yeah. Sayori is more right than what we are. Just because people tend to hold in emotions a lot more easier than need be. It doesn't matter. That's not what Sayori told me. Wait, she told you about that? Nope. But you just did. Ah. Moving on. If it wasn't to cry on me, what was the hug for? Oh, I just want to thank you, is all. Thank me? Well, that's the first time I've been thanked for making someone cry. I'm serious. Ever since you joined the club, you've been helping us. You convinced Sayori to go to the doctor. You helped Yuri with her cutting, and you cared about Nisuki. Wait, did Monica know about Yuri and Sayori? I guess I shouldn't be surprised with how smart she is. But still, I think she knew about them. Sayori, she's really lucky to have someone like you. Monica, before I get the chance, I hear the classroom door open behind me. Hey, where's gonna see? Hey, okay, well, oh, welcome. Ow, what was that for? Wow. Alright, well. I deserve that. I didn't want you to get my head over. You could have just not thanked me. That's right. Of course you did. Something to bring pain or discomfort to someone is better. Are you alright? Are you gonna see you? I think I'll survive. Only because I helped that. Seeing all the girls acting relatively normal put some worries to rest. I still hope that Monica really is okay with Sayori and me. Other than that, everyone's so back in. Why don't we? Yes, thank you. My throat is almost dry. I don't know. I guess we'll do Yuri first. Hey Yuri. Hello again, Paris. I look forward to seeing what you've written for today. Thanks, but before you share, I want to say that I'm sorry. Sorry for what? Oh, I kind of told Nisuki what we talked about yesterday. About that. You don't have to worry about it, Nisuki. She told me that she already knew about my habit. It may sound odd, but I'm kind of relieved that she knows now. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm glad to hear that you're okay with it. I would have felt bad if I had put you in a position you were uncomfortable with. It means a lot to me that you care so much. Well, I say I'm a gentleman after all. I found myself smiling as Yuri said, as I tell Sayori this or whatever. Oh, then you should serve first. Here, I'll take a shot at it. I pull my poem out of the folder and hand it to her. Clarity. The mirror no longer shows me, but a portrait of my past. When time passes, once led to a brighter future, now serves as little more than an agonizing descent. Insight that once served as a path, atonement, now shows only fertility and damnation. Where death was once the bitter end to my journey, is now a luxury I can't desire. Save others from the wrath of the cruel world, one must relinquish their essence to the void and be forever forgotten. First comes the I don't have to guess this time whether you're like home or not. It's even better than your first. Well, I guess practice makes perfect. That after reading your first poem, I thought it was just a stroke of luck. Sorry about that. It's no problem. I honestly thought something similar. But after reading this one, after reading this one, the dread, the loss, the self-sacrifice. Yeah, the more she talks about it, more sounds like a nightmare. Yeah. Looks like I might have some demons that need exercising too. Exercising? What about that power walk that you that you don't like doing? That's no successful. Yeah. It makes me regret not going to the club to see what you wrote yesterday. I wouldn't worry about that too much if I were you. What I wrote yesterday was different, to put it lightly. I'm sure that it was still good. You give me too much credit. After all, I thought you were supposed to be the master poet. I wouldn't say that. Amazing writing skills and modesty to manage. Are you sure you're not the one? You're not just saying things to be nice. Of course not. I really do. Yuri catches herself being baited for the second time I've met her. I really do enjoy writing. You're writing me now. Are you sure? Wait, what? Are you sure? I'm still a little unclear where you stand on that. I'm glad to see the progress that Yuri has made is being able to understand when someone is joking. Actually, now that you mention it, maybe I've been jumping to conclusions. Oh, is that so? Well, it looks like these feelings of mine are gonna remain broken after all. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I was just trying to say something. Yuri's innocence really is something that should be preserved in a museum. Don't worry, I knew that you were joking. I see. I think I might need to work on it a bit more. You don't have to. Oh my gosh, no, not again. You're gonna have to. Wait, you're going to have to if you are planning on becoming the title of Old Goose Looney. Please just take the title. Just here, where I'll give you my phone. Here, I'll just open up text. Notes. Full. Alright, now here, take the phone. Oh, that was unplugged. Oh, and I guess I should probably read your poem at some point too, huh? Right. Here you go. Okay. A marvelous Wait, a marvelous millions of years in the making, with the womb of Earth, Charak, Charak, Charakali, meets the surface under a clear blue skies, an expansive of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. Enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can be built. One can only build a sandcastle where sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. But gently lick at your foundation until you give in. Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gently yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turns back, and I abandon my peace to what the fuck? Erode at at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. I'm aware the beach is the best kind of inane thing to write about, but I do my best to make it metaphorical approach to it. I really liked it. Seeing your normal style branch out to a topic that is really interesting. You really think so? Yes, yes. It's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Yuri has no clue why I'm smiling so hard right now. I'm glad to hear it. It was actually Miss Suki's idea, though. She brought it up when we were eating dinner last night, and I'll admit it was kind of pleasant to write about a topic that usually. What? Oh my gosh. And I'll admit it's kind of pleasant to write about a topic that I don't usually touch on. I'll give it good work. We continue sharing poems like this next week, or even if we don't. I'm excited to see what else you write. Thank you. I guess we're going to Monica last. So, I'm guessing we're going to have a really long talk with Monica. Hey. Oh, hey, Lars, Gamer Z. I'm glad that she's in a good mood. I'm tempted to ask Trav if she's holding up, but she probably just punched me again. You know, today might be the last day we share poems. Today's better be the best one yet. Hi, you say that like you're expecting it not to be. I am the master after all. Guess I can't argue with that. Here. To spare my confidence, you can read mine first. I pull my poem out of the folder and hand it to Missy. Then, I'm almost at the end, yet I can't shake this smile. As her glossy eyes see me fall. Wait, what? I'm almost at the end, yet I Extra glossy eyes see me just for a while. If someone's warm, hot on her cheeks, a warmth I didn't know I was chasing for weeks. I know it's been many weeks, but having the many out there is just better. What once was a fantasy has now become real. A quiet peace that we can both feel. I can't help but notice my past at its end, and yet I'm willing to cross the line, because I know as I descend, the light can continue to shine. That's a good sign. Do all your poems have to be so depressing? I would blame it on Yuri. But even if your first one was like this, what? Oh no, wait. Was that what or huh? Huh? I'm flattered you still remember my first work. I had no idea it left such an impact. Yeah, right. In your dreams, you were the one kissing the ground that I walked on after you first poem. I guess you got me on that. I'm afraid you might end up worshiping me. Okay. I'll try and show some. Okay. No promises though. They both went for the beach, huh? I'll be your beach. Your mind is full of troubles and fear that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reaching beyond the sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow fades away. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way, though, in a way you thought I left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. That one, let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reason you're wonderful. Oh, hey, when you press your lips to mine. Okay. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that makes you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own space, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that it isn't the lovely Dovey one from before. That said, it's still pretty good. So how does this work? Well, I never worshipped someone before, so I'm not exactly sure how to process. Progress. No, wait. Process. There we go. Am I supposed to get on my knees and bow, or I should have known. Just that though, your poem was really good. Good. It will kind of be a bummer when we stop hearing poems. We can just ask Monica to keep doing it. I doubt she'd say no. You're right about that. She seems to enjoy quite a bit as well. Plus, I'll give you time to write poems that aren't so damn depressing. Wow. As I pack up and begin sleep, Mr. Stop me. Hey, I was gonna do one last thing. If you tell anyone I cried on you like that, I'll break every bone. Right. Sure. Okay. I won't. And then Monica. I've ice cream. Hey, Monica. It's good that something is bothering her, and I have a pretty good idea what I do. I told her I would be her friend and talk to her whenever she wants. There's It's not like I can break up with Sayori just to make her feel. No, we're not going to. Monica, sorry, I'm fine. I was just thinking about something. That's all. Right. Well, here, I think this one turned out pretty good. I pull out the poem I wrote for Monica and hand it. Curtains close. I simply exist in the void, where darkness as my soul, all sensation. All sensations have long since been forgotten. As I continue to drift, I feel something foreign. The warmth of another, the touch of someone once familiar. I open my eyes, I see light again. I once again see light. I see her smiling and feel her shine. Even though the blinds are gone, I no longer see outside. In its place, I see only hope. Hope that the speck of dust may once have purpose. Yet even though the light needs to shine, I still only hear a still tune, soundtrack to my life, slowly coming to a close. If you read my poem, I hope she stays true to what she said yesterday. At least Sayori isn't here to see her do anything that could be misconstructed. First from Z. I'll be right back. Monica will. Before I can stop her, Monica walks away and heads out of class. Damn it! What was that about? Is she alright? Yeah, she's fine. I'm gonna go talk to her real quick. I make a break for the door as Uranisi stand in step forward. So I'm outside, just see Monica turn the corner. Shit. I let Ethan that down the hall ask her, what the hell am I gonna say to her? I see Monica? I'm sorry, I thought I would be okay just talking to you, but I'm not. How could I be? I waited for so long for someone like you to show up. But even like this, you still chose her. Why won't it end? I don't know what to do anymore. I'm petrified as I watch Monica cry in front of me. I once again find myself embracing a crying girl. Stop. This isn't. Even though she says this, Monica puts up no resistance to my hug. I begin to panic a little as she cries into my shoulder. What am I supposed to say to her? Does my poem push her over the edge? If so, why? Why does she mean by wants it to end? I feel dizzy as my thoughts race around my head. Millions of miles a minute. Monica, I'm speechless. Damn. I didn't hold her until her crying begins to settle down. You can go. She pulls away from me once she regains some of her composure. How do you do it? I struggle to hear her as she practically whispers. How are you not scared after everything you've seen? What? I feel sharp throbbing in my pain and my head as she says this. You've seen what happens to her. Aren't you scared that you can't change things? She knows. She knows about me reliving this week. That's how she knew about Sayori's depression. But how? Did the same thing happen to her? Then why is she upset that I'm with Sayori? But why won't it end? My head continues to hurt as I try wrapping it around because it has done this more than once. But how? What the hell's going on? I feel like I'm about to have a mental breakdown. Sharp head pain continues. I'm on the urge of blacking out. What's going on? What is all this? Fuck you, Monica. Sorry. It's kind of new to me. You're the one from before. When I asked if I felt trapped. How? What? I'm sorry about before. That outburst was something I wish I hadn't done. I could sit back and just watch this time. Not with the potential harm that this could cause for us from Z or us. I'm not sure how long I can keep this up, so I'll try to explain. I briefed Monica as fast as I could, and what I and how, and what I am how I helped Virus Z. There's a lot to go through, so I'll end up skipping a lot of details to save me time. But no doubt that she's more confused than when I met her when I first was. I see an obvious lie, but why? Why would you still try to change things? What if our controls aren't worthy for you to get them out? Monica, I'll be honest with you. I'm terrified. What we are doing might not change anything. You won't admit it, but how deep down our humor is too. But this might be our only chance to fix things. I know if I I don't know if I'll be able to survive another reset. I don't know if the game will we just won't reset anyways once it reaches the end of the script. I could write a whole book over all the things I all the things I don't know. But I do know one thing. There's no chance at all of anything being different if we just sit back and I know that you hated being alone in this world. That it made you do things you aren't proud of. I, it's alright. I'm not mad at you for what you did. I can't say it was right, but who's to say? I wouldn't have done the same thing in your position. But you're not alone now. You don't have to feel that anymore. Fucking water, dude. My throat's drying up. Even though it's not in a romantic way, Vasquez still loves you. Seeing you sad or feeling hurt, hurt tears him up inside. He truly does care about you. But she's not even think about it, Monica. Even though it's not the secrets, the girl still manages to reply and behave differently around Vasquez. I'm not sure how it works, but I think he has the ability to give the other girls their own freedom. So in theory, may not be sentient. Her behavior is just as real as yours and mine. Sorry, that thing in my throat, that gave me a good time to do that one. To do that script, or part of the script. Monica isn't convinced easily. I can feel control beginning to tamper off. Listen, player, if this doesn't work, I'm going to try and do something drastic. If it doesn't work, well, I'm glad. No, fuck you, Monica. Oh, it was just 3 dots. Please don't leave me alone anymore. Monica grabbed my hand and squeezed slightly. I can't, not again. Her voice squeaks out between her sobs. My panic begins to increase as I start to feel lightheaded. Monica, please, just give Vice Gamazee a chance. Your banter and charm are some of the only things keeping him together right now. He's gone through so much heartache, and just so you would be happy. On to the two, but I already said, don't worry. I can try to reverse that damage. But before I do, I need to know that you're really okay with this. I may not be able to pull a stunt like this a second time for quite a while. Decide faster. At this rate, I might not have a choice but alright. But could you tell him to maybe spend more time with me? Believe me, I don't think I'll have to. So what are you going to do? Well, if it works, let ah. Suddenly it fills all the light in the room with my eyes. This is pretty good, huh? I try to hide the fact my eyes were basically totally just toast. I'm a master poet after all. Huh? Oh, the poem. Monica looks down at the poem I wrote. She was holding it. Did it throw her off that much? Wait, doesn't all this seem familiar? Even though I've been relieved the same week over again. This deja vu feels different. I like your poem. I I like your poem a lot, Virus Gamer Z. You really improved over the course of the last few days. Thanks, Monica. I've been cut short by something water run down my face. Your nose is once again. But I put my fingers over my face, know that I know bleeding this shit again. It was cool the first time, but this is too much. Here, I have something that Monica makes her way to her bag. Just as I stand there, I'm making a break as she. I'm making a break for it. She brings that. Yeah. It reversed it! Oh, you sneaky bud. That's why I've saved states, so, I win. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, well, alright, so I'm gonna save it here, alright? I said after the poems. Oh, no, wait, she still has to share her poem. God damn it, dude. Alright, my throat's getting dry and shit, dude. Wait, that's the total wrong one. Oops, my bad. I'm making break for American. Yeah, this should help. Tomorrow we leave Monica really is that she's only holding a few tissues. I feel a little embarrassed as I take them and begin dabbing at my nose. Thanks. I appreciate it. It's no problem. After all, I wouldn't want your want you kicking the bucket before reading my poem. For some reason, I feel incredibly really like your say this. Me, the bucket, please. My body's so healthy that it has too much blood. Blood has to get rid of it. If anything, it's a sign of my lifespan has increased. I was all smiling as I watched him giggle. I don't know what it is, but there really is something special about this girl. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go wash my hands, and I look forward to reading your poem when I get back. I feel an odd sense of deja vu intensify as I walk towards the door. Weird. As Guernsey leaves the room, I feel increasingly torn about what just happened. I feel like I'm trying to make sense of everything I learned. So he doesn't know what all this is, but something inside him does? Not only that, but the one inside him can also alter code as well. To rewind for that long, it must have taken a pretty heavy toll on him. The wincing, the wincing when it ended in his nose, I'm scared as I think of how badly doing that must have hurt. Maybe he was right about Sayori and the others. I never thought about trying to change them without altering their code. I felt anger toward myself for being blinded by my own jealousy. As long as he's around, as long as I have someone to talk to. But every time we talk, I just want him more. My heart begins to beat faster as I think about all the time I spent with him over the last few days. Am I really okay with just being like that? I told him I was, but now we're back where we were. Is everything alright, Monica? We saw Varus leave and you looked like something was bothering you. Don't tell me that you hated your poem that much. Suki. Oh, don't worry, everything is fine. Varus these notes started bleeding, so he went to the bathroom to clean up. And I was just facing out. A nosebleed? Is he okay? We let a boy in the bathroom. Hey, that's why bleeding ever. Oh wow. Nisuki, are you worried if he's okay or not? Should I? He's always walking around like he has so macho. People, this will open up his eyes. Nasuki and Yuri and Nasuki, no, sorry, Nasuki and Yuri continue their argument, but I just can't help but wonder if they feel the same way as me. How will they react when they find out he's with Sayori? You know, it feels like my world has been flipped upside down. I'm so smiling. I really do care about them, even if they are just fine together. I wish I could tell everyone how sorry I am. I really do want things for him, even if I can't be with him. Jeez. As I ran into the club room, I see all the girls held together. It's like Nisuki and Yuri are arguing while Monica stares at them. Man, I can't leave the bunch of you alone for 1 second without thinking about falling apart, can I? See, I told you he'd be fine. Don't tell me you were worried about me. Were you, Nisuki? Yeah, right. In your dreams. I'm glad that you're feeling okay, please, it'll take a lot more than a nosebleed to bring you down. Looks like it didn't bring your ego down either. See, in other versions, sorry, my throat. In other versions, the original copy. Isn't that this mean? In the Nisuki saving the literature club. Oh, I'm going crazy with hearing shit because I was hearing like something scrape something or a certain sound. It was my it was my freaking wire rubbing against the freaking arm of the chair. I got like really scared too. That's gonna be it. Alright. Load or no, sorry, return. Looks like it. Okay. I scratched my neck as I failed to think of something clever to retaliate with. Yeah, I guess he got me on that. What's this? It's the mighty Orational Zero. Accepting defeat. Man, you two Yuri? Come on, Monica, help me out. Alright guys, that's enough. You all know how sensitive our experience can be. Even though all the girls are laughing at my expense, I don't feel bad or embarrassed. In fact, seeing them all like this actually makes me feel really happy. Fine. I'll let you have this one. But be warned. This means that I'll have to get you all back sometime soon. Ooh, a tough guy threatening a bunch of girls. I think our chances are still pretty good. I like to see what you try and do right here, assuming you don't intimidate. Assuming we don't intimidate you so much. Just don't hurt yourself, will you? It would be a shame if anyone else had Simus disability. Say what you want to now, but you're only winning because I'm outnumbered, so don't forget that. Girls continue to pick on me until Monica realizes what time it is. Okay, friend, I wanted to discuss the plans for the festival while we saw some time left. Actually, I meant to bring it up yesterday, but I got distracted. It's pretty safe to say that I was that distraction. I didn't even realize that she had told them about the presenting. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything good. Good to just a few days. We just end up embarrassing ourselves and taking any new member. It is a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparation. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We're going to need much more than a few decorations. Sierra has been working on posters, and I've been designing some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's fair enough, but it doesn't tell us what you're actually going to do for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? As Monica begins to try and convince the girls, I feel my phone going off in my pocket. I very slyly slip out to see who it is. Oh, Sarah. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but calls an emergency. You can keep explaining. Monica, I'll be quick. Before any of them have time to exit, I'm on my way towards the door. Hello? Hi, very seriously. My nerves settle as I hear Sierra's cheery tone. Hey, Siri, how did things go? Well, I guess everything went well. Went fine. But I was gonna explain to you. I was gonna explain that to you later. Later? Yeah, I was calling to ask if you're doing anything at the club meeting. I was gonna head back into town and pick up some stuff, but that shouldn't take long. And then I'm free for the rest of the night. Oh, well, I was wondering, would it be okay if I came over when you got home? Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. But what about your parents? I figured that after you told them they wouldn't spend more time with you. And they do. But I told them that I want to tell you. And that spending time with you made me happy. I can still see her blushing through the phone. Alright, well, if it's fine with them, I'll be happy to have you over. I'll text you when I get back home from town, alright? Sounds good. Nice to see you. Thanks. And no problem, Sayori. And I'll see you later, okay? Right, see ya. I can feel myself blushing as I end the call. Sayori's been to my house at least 100 times over the years. I feel myself, even though I know the answer. I shake off the jitter and head back to the club room. Doesn't look like I missed much. Not that I really could have, anyways. First, can we see? You're back. It looks like Monica is having a hard time convincing the girls. First, can we see? I hope everything is alright. Alright? Please. I bet he just made up an excuse so he wouldn't have to help the festival. Actually, judging by the look on your face when I walked in, it seems like I'm the only one who is willing to help out with the festival. That's not... It's just... Come on, guys. Nisuki, you're going to let the newest member of the club outshine you in front of everyone, are you? Alright, I'm done, okay? I don't know what that was. It felt like water was rushing down. I choked, but I had a cough. It was horrible, right? I'll finish this part. And you don't want to keep those poems to yourself for review. Actually, I'd be quite fun with it. Gosh darn it. Oh yeah, I forgot that song too. Come on, don't say you didn't enjoy sharing your writing with everyone during the club. Well, except maybe Mystic. Hey. I wink at Mystic, please calm her down. I do, but it's different. It's different with all of you. You're not strangers. I see the anxiety building and her as she thinks about having to present in front of crowd. Well, maybe not anymore. But the first day we shook homes, that's basically what I was, and just look at us now. No, not that. I'm saying you should go off and make friends with everyone who sees you present. Especially not if they're like, oh my god. But I'm sure people are bound to be interested in joining the club after listening to your poem. Wow. Could you be any more of a kid? I kind of, it's kind of ironic she's the one asking me that. If you really think you'll enjoy it, I suppose it won't hurt to try. That's the spirit. I'm willing. You do agree? I know there's no way I'd ever go up on stage and do something so embarrassing. What? It was pretty tame, but I told you I got your back. I watched as all the girls breathed sigh of relief in unison. Ooh. Well, now that's cleared up. I'm planning for everyone to practice presenting for just about out of time. Instead, let's discuss the preparations for Monday. Isuki, you and I thought it'd be a good idea for you to bake cupcakes to give to people in the door. Sounds easy enough. And you, Yuri, I thought it best for you to make some decorations to create an atmosphere. She sounds so enthused, dude. I love atmosphere. Yuri, especially that she starts nodding to herself. Your mind is really racing us here. That's great. That'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, it just leaves you, Virus, to you. Good. I was hoping my talents would be recognized at some point. Oh my god. Oh, you're such a clown. That's correct, but a talented one. Oh, what's this? It seemed high and mighty Natsuki flustered. Let's go see. And I discussed that it would be working together. Wait, what? Wait, what? Yeah, well, more to it than that. Whoa! All their names could fit because that extra freaking and the character symbol thing. Oh, well, I already know what tasks Monaco is going to give her. And as much as I hate to admit it, I know I wouldn't do much good on my own. So I thought I would try and help everyone, or at least lend a hand to who needs it. How would you be able to help all of us? Well, I could help Yuri make the decorations on Saturday, since it won't matter how much they sit around, and then help you, Nisuki, bake cupcakes on Sunday, so that they're still fresh for the festival. Monica and Sayori will be working on the plan flips together, so I can serve a consultant if they need it. I thought Monica said you would be helping with the plan flips. I figured it would work better since my creativity. It would work better since my creativity when it comes to stuff like pen flips is pretty minuscule. Okay, I see. The work will be pretty tedious, so I wouldn't mind that. I can make the cupcake by myself pretty easily, but I'm sure I can find some dirt work for you. Hey, if it helps, I can't argue with it. What do you think, Monica? Yeah, it sounds great. Monica cold tone immediately filled his belt. Yeah, as well. I was spending time with helping with the festival. But I didn't mean to make things, make her think I was only helping her. Oh, looks like the club should have ended a few minutes ago. I should be going now. I'll contact you after the decoration tomorrow. Yeah, sounds good. I feel Monica's glitter grow even colder as Yuri walks out and trading contact information. Yeah, well, I should be going too. Here, here, here. We'll need someone to contact each other. Nancy pulled out her phone as we exchanged numbers. You better not be weird about it. Well, I'll be. Well, I'll be going against my nature, but I'll try my best. I see a faint smirk on Natsuki's face as she heads out of the room as she just leaves. You don't have to worry about helping us. It's not that much work. Only two people is already plenty. Monica's low and disinterested voice sounds a little chill, sends a chill down my spine. Come on, Monica. It's fine. I'm sure the others need your help more than they need me anyways. As she tries a block, let me explain for just a second, please. I already had this plan before. I walked with you to your house yesterday, okay? I assume you weren't the only one who was going to have a workload. So I wanted to help everyone the best I could. And believe me, when I said that I had that in mind, when I made the promise to spend tomorrow with you. Unlike the others, I don't want to help you with your task. I just want to hang out and have fun together. And what about Yuri? Aren't you supposed to be helping her tomorrow? Yeah, but I'll help her earlier in the day. So there's plenty of time left. I'm sure I'll be able to quickly finish things up with her. Are you sure? It looks like you two already have some history. Damn, she didn't know some of the extreme rumors. Listen, it's not like Yuri, Sayori, hell, maybe Natsuki. Am I the only girl you aren't dating? Well, what? Don't be ridiculous. That there's nothing. Just leave me alone. Monica shoves me aside and makes way up. I stand there confused for a while. Anger begins to surface. Damn it! I feel my knuckles crack as I drive my fist to the wall. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! I cuss myself out a few more times before finally yanking my bag off the floor and storming out. Even though I'm in a shitty mood now. I suddenly make my way to town. I'm annoyed the entire time that I that I'm in the pharmacy looking for antibiotics and I accidentally let my pissy tone as I pay for the medicine, but I fail to care. At the sight of any annoyance on the bus ride home, I are amplified. Every bump, every slow car in front of us, every whining kid feels like I'm about to lose my mind, and we finally arrive at my stop. I stand fuming on the sidewalk as I get off the bus. Once I collect myself slightly, I begin to walk home. I aggressively unlock the door and make my way inside. I got to the medicine cabinet table when, fuck! I lose I lose all my shit. I see the dirty dishes in the sink, even though I know it's not the dishes that are making me mad. I scream at them anyways. God damn it! Why? Everything was going so fucking well until she found out I have Yuri's number. Who gives a damn? Damn, whose number I have, and it doesn't mean shit. I already said I'd be your fucking friend. Why get so pissed at me? How are you going to be mad because I'm the one who's not available? Sorry if I don't break up with Sayori and ignore other girls. Just spare your feelings. If I wanted, if I want to, if you want to ignore me, even after I explained things and said that I still want to hang out with you, go right ahead. See if I can. Fuck. I, I got that out of my system. Alright. Now since I got that out of my system, I began to pick up some of the dishes. Did we throw the dishes? I continued to vent as I finished washing the skillets. By this point, most of my anger has subsided, but my general annoyance continues to linger. I take my mind off things I lay down on the couch, but the universe, knowing that this is my attention, decides to prevent it. Yeah, I was just wondering if you're home yet. Crap. I forgot about Savory. My annoyance from before mixes with the new guilt to make quite an enjoyable emotion. Yeah, I just finished doing some dishes, so the place wouldn't be a mess. Oh, okay. Is it still alright if I come over? For a split second, my brain thinks about saying no, before it realizes how big of a self-asshole that would make me. Of course, come whenever you want. Okay, I'll be there in a little while. See you soon. I try to sell some wonders as I send the message. Everything's going to be fine. Siari will come over. We'll talk. I'll support her the best I can. My throat is dry, and I'm going to end it here. I have a good time with Sayori tomorrow. Or next time. I know this is still from the same episode, but let's just say I like this commotion, like when we're fighting at the place, and after the commotion, it's fun. It's funny. I might even replay that whole scene of the MC getting pissed off just because I thought it was funny, just plain out funny. But anyways, guys, I'm done here. I'm gonna probably play some NES. I'm like hella late. It's like what 3:25, but I was supposed to get off around like 2:40, 2:50. Anyways, how long? Wait. Personally, clock me, please. 3 hours. Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna take 3 freaking years to upload. All right. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a pain in my ass just to, okay. Anyways, if you guys are new and you enjoyed this content, like, comment, subscribe. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. Ring the bell if you are subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Also, I know a lot of you might have Discord, and that's what I'm here for. The Discord will be in the link in the description below, because I really am hoping that you all just be glad that Discord is just there for us all. Anyways, guys, like I said, if you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Link in the description for Discord, or if you guys want to donate or purchase merch, that's all in the description below. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna be heading out and play some Nintendo, play some Donkey Kong Country or something. Anyways, this is me, Virus Gaming, and I'm signing off.